The Ripple vs. SEC dispute is nearing its conclusion. In this video, I will go over some of the most critical dates in the Ripple thus far versus the SEC action, as well as some upcoming dates. Stay with me until the end to learn more. If this sounds like something you'd be interested in, check out this new video right now if you're interested. Hello everyone, and welcome to our channel, where we discuss the most recent developments on. If you're unfamiliar with XRP or the cryptocurrency sector in general, we cordially invite you to watch our films. We invite you to respond by clicking on the notification. So you never miss another video, click the bell. We're announcing a prize on this channel. To be eligible for the prize of 200 XRP, all you have to do is subscribe. To the winner will be informed if they subscribe to the channel, like this video, and comment with the hashtag XRP. May 15th, the long-running legal dispute between Ripple and update on the XRP vs. SEC case labs and the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, perhaps setting a precedent for the industry. The Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit could spell the demise of the cryptocurrency sector as a whole. It has now reached its third calendar year. The price of Ripple's XRP skyrocketed in late March by roughly 30%, as a result of reports that the matter would be resolved soon. Ripple's lawyers contended that a judge's decision against the SEC in a legal action involving the Binance cryptocurrency exchange, where the SEC unsuccessfully asserted that Binance constituted an exchange. The ongoing hearing could benefit from an unregistered securities exchange. SEC Chair Gary Gensler refused to say whether XRP was a security on April 18. On March 20, lawyer John Deaton stated that he expected unpleasant remarks from former SEC Director Bill Hinman appeared to be implying that Bitcoins were not securities. Because they had an impact on other legal cases, they would be made public. Stuart Alderoty, Ripple's chief legal officer, stated on February 20, 2023, that he expected his company would eventually prevail against the SEC's claim that its XRP coin was fraudulent. He tweeted, "The SEC has lost 4 of its last 5 cases before the Supreme Court, owing to the few who had the bravery and money to file them. Fight back against the SEC's intimidation and stick to legal views that are no longer valid, not true to the law." Alderoty's remarks came not shortly after the CEO of the IT firm expressed confidence that the case, which is currently before the case would be decided by Annalisa Torres of the United States District Court for the Southern District of New York reasonably soon. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse announced his resignation on January 18. "We're optimistic that this will certainly be resolved in 2023, and maybe sooner," he told CNBC. "So we'll see how it goes from here, but I'm feeling quite good about it. Where we stand in relation to the law and the facts," he said, adding that he expected the final decision in the Ripple lawsuit will be decided in the single-digit months, according to Garlinghouse. "We've always said we'd like to settle down, but it takes one very crucial thing. And thus, going forward, it is apparent that XRP is not a security." The SEC and Gary Gensler have stated unequivocally that they regard almost all crypto as a security. As a result, there is very little room for settlement in the Venn diagram. Garlinghouse's remarks came as the court heard final motions in the XRP case. The final decision is likely later this year. Until then, the Ripple litigation will continue. The outcome is uncertain. In December 2022, there was speculation on, according to Twitter, the issue hinges on whether Ripple's XRP coin is an unauthorized securities. That month, after an Ask Me Anything with Cardano's Charles Hoskinson, it could have been settled. He stated that he had heard stories about XRP vs. SEC being completed around December 15. Hoskinson later stressed, though, that he was only conveying rumors and not anything more substantial. This means that this XRP lawsuit rumor was merely speculative. The Ripple vs. SEC complaint has been filed. The Ripple's SEC complaint has been filed. Please remember to subscribe to our newsletter channel, as well as the notification bell, to be the first to receive new updates. Regarding the most recent XRP developments, both the SEC and Ripple Labs, the company behind the XRP cryptocurrency, had until the 30th to file their applications. November 2022 to file a response in support of their summary judgment applications, which were granted. On December 2, 2022, it will be made public. The parties had previously filed their on September 17, 2022. The first motions for summary judgment will be published. The SEC is going outside of its lawful authority. The SEC's goal is not to apply the law. Rather, we intend to rewrite the law in the hope that it will allow them to illegally expand their jurisdiction. Ripple was subsequently given a little victory when the judge hearing the case ordered the SEC to turn over the Hinman documents that were transferred on October 20, 2022. These primarily concern a speech in which a previous SEC director stated that Ethereum was a scam. The SEC later applied on the 22nd, despite the fact that it was not a security. To prevent the Hinman documents from being made public in the XRP litigation in December 2022, Ripple Labs' legal documents, including any references. On November 14, 2022, Fox Business reported that a settlement had been reached. In the Ripple versus SEC case, a settlement had been reached. Later, one of its correspondents stated that a Ripple spokeswoman refuted these allegations. Meanwhile, a flood of organizations has arrived. Amicus curiae briefs were presented to the court in support of Ripple. A total of 16 distinct briefs have been submitted, with Coinbase being the most recent. Crypto advocacy organizations have also joined this to file their support. The Chamber of Digital Commerce and the Blockchain Association are among others on the list. In September, XRP surged in response to the first glimpse of the Ripple court case's conclusion. 2022. It also increased following the Hinman decision. During that month, however, a subsequent decision on the relevant library of the case, which classified that cryptocurrency as a security, sent the price of XRP plummeting. The SEC and Ripple Labs both filed summary judgment motions with the case's judge. Now for the filings. The SEC and Ripple Labs both filed requests for summary judgment, done on the same day. Public on September 17, 2022, to the case's court, U.S. District Court Annalisa Torres on September 21, 2022. The Court for the Southern District of New York reviewed and the Chamber of Digital Commerce, an American blockchain advocacy group, was granted the request to file an amicus curiae brief on behalf of technology. The brief backed up Ripple's claim. It's solely because it is represented digitally or recorded on a blockchain ledger. According to defense counsel James Phelan, the SEC took no position on the brief. However, the SEC stated that if more amicus briefs are granted, it may request additional time. Delay resolution of this case, and the court should reject it. The law is in dispute here, not the facts. It is clear that the SEC is grossly overreaching its authority. Is simply the SEC's attempt to seize control of the ambiguity that exists. Acquire the regulatory clarity it sorely needs so that crypto innovation can flourish. Objections to the counterparty's summary judgment papers. The legal teams reiterated their stance on whether XRP is a security. Ripple and the SEC have been given until November 30, 2022, to file their responses. Support for summary judgment, both of which were published on December 2. Both parties met on the same day to discuss any redactions in the court filing in summary. The verdicts were made public on December 5, 2022, when Judge Torres granted a joint application by both parties with a non-party deadline of January 4, 2023 to request that court papers be sealed, and the judge denied the request. In the case of expert challenges, court papers must be sealed. The SEC requested a time extension on December 20, 2022, so it could investigate. Expert challenges, also known as Daubert motions, were due by January 13, 2023, and were approved a day later by the judge, which resulted in ripple effects. Over the amicus brief opposition Tapjets, a private charter jet company, and iRemit, a payment service, was the first to file amicus briefs in support of Ripple. Both claimed that the blockchain company was critical to their respective businesses. However, the SEC asked the judge to deny these requests, arguing that the letters did not clarify the significance of the ongoing court action. In response, Ripple emphasized that the briefs give valuable context. It asked the court if investors expected XRP profits, and it said, and iRemit's request to submit these briefs, with a 3-day deadline to file their documents, which were made public on the 14th and 12th of October, respectively. Since then, more industry participants have asked for permission to file amicus papers in favor. Ripple has been adopted by 16 different organizations. Briefs were requested, and the judge set a deadline of November 18 to file them. Coinbase was the most recent company to submit a brief. Cryptocurrency exchange, which informed the judge that Ripple had not provided sufficient warning to this, was officially filed on November 14 in order to comply with asset security rules. Unexpected enforcement actions, such as this one, generate market uncertainty and have a severe impact. Disadvantageous for U.S. trading firms such as Coinbase, which compete with offshore platforms in regions where regulatory enforcement surprises are unlikely. Another example was an amicus brief filed by the Blockchain Association, a crypto advocacy group. Ripple's case is strengthened by this addendum. On October 28, it stated that it was standing down in favor of Ripple. According to Kristen Smith, executive director of the Blockchain Association, in court, the sector has the opportunity to challenge the SEC's regulation by the enforcement agenda and open the door to upgraded industry standards. The SEC filed a motion to extend the time to respond to these papers in response. Briefs, with a new deadline of November 30, 2022 proposed. It also asked for any other amicus papers to be submitted by November 11, 2022. Ripple agreed, and new dates were set. Now, the Ripple vs. Zakhanov, Crucial class Ripple versus Zakhanov. An important class action hearing. Please remember to subscribe to our action hearings channel, as well as the notification bell, to be the first to receive new updates regarding the most recent XRP developments. On April 26, a Zoom hearing was held with 500 registrations from the public. John E. Deaton, an XRP community attorney, is an amicus in the Ripple SEC action and has also requested amicus status in the Zakhanov case. However, unlike in the SEC case, the judge assigned to the case did not allow amicus counsel to intervene. As a result of his appearance at oral argument, Deaton says about the hearing's progression, "I've never been so frustrated watching a Zoom hearing in my legal career. Mainly because I am unable to talk and respond to the judge's queries and concerns." The issue during the hearing, the judge stated, no one understands the technology. That she had even attended a crypto seminar prior to this hearing and was equally perplexed. She was the same before the hearing. As a result, the hearing can be described as highly tedious and lacking in clarity. One example is the judge's discussion on whether the over 75,000 XRP investors who back Ripple's case against the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the Securities and Exchange Commission, may be excluded from the class action. The context is that the class action would include all XRP holders worldwide, including those in the United States. In countries where XRP has previously been designated as a non-security, such as the UK. In response, complainant Zakhanov's lawyer, Nick Spear, argued that the 75,000 holders of XRP are fake, and thus irrelevant. Spear went on to explain how damage estimations operate. It is possible to create. Regardless, Judge Phyllis J. Hamilton responded that she is skeptical of the global class action, and explained that there is no precedent. Andrew Michelson, a Ripple attorney, also spoke about that XPR customers, even those from outside the United States, did not rely on Ripple. In the SEC case, he also offered evidence of the 75,000 XRP holders who support Ripple and do not wish to participate in the class action. Michelson also explained why at class, there is no way to force 74 holders to opt out. Furthermore, the judge questioned whether it matters why holders purchase cryptocurrency and concerning the Howey test as an objective test. She attempted to comprehend the concept of cryptocurrencies. Have a use case in mind. Michelson outlined a number of them, including cross-border payments, and agreed with the judge on the importance of the use case. Furthermore, the Ripple attorney stressed that the plaintiffs were making a purchase. As a result, there was no written contract between the plaintiff and the defendant, as well as the accused. Ripple's attorneys also attempted to clarify how the complainant's day trading expertise demonstrated that he was not reliant. Ripple's activities are supported by buying and trading intraday. On the other hand, Zakhanov's counsel argued that marketing materials were relevant and that a contract was not required due to the scheme and the Mayfield. The case is clear. As a result, the hearing's findings are limited. The judge is currently analyzing the evidence to determine if Zakhanov can lead the class. The outcome is unknown. The next scheduled date is May 8, 2023, when plaintiff Zakhanov's expert will testify. Disclosures are required. Now for an update on the rise in XRP. So far. Following now for an update on XRP's current rise. Following the filing of initial summary judgment motions on September 17, the price of XRP steadily increased. Climb. On September 23, it hit a high of 55 cents. 2022, a 71% gain from the previous week's low of 32 cents. The rise slowed significantly as investors anticipated more information, but it was revived following the Hinman Records the decision. The token has surpassed the 50 cents level. On October 9, 2022, the price will break beyond the 54 cents barrier once more. Garlinghouse stated during the DC FinTech Week conference in October 2022 that the end was near. The lawsuit would be settled in the first half of 2023. The Ripple CEO further stated that a settlement would be considered as long as XRP is not categorized as safety. Following the arrival of the XRP rose once more. Fresh amicus briefs in the revised dates recommended by the SEC. It peaked at 50 cents on November 5 before plummeting following the library revelation. The value of the token is on November 9, 2022. The price was reduced to 32 cents. It rose slightly that month when Fox Business reported that a settlement had been reached. In the Ripple lawsuit, an agreement was reached between Ripple and the SEC. Eleanor Tourette, a channel reporter, revealed it in a since-deleted tweet. That a Ripple spokesman had denied this report. XRP finished the month at 40 cents, indicating slight gain. However, by March 29, the cryptocurrency had recovered and reached a high of 58 cents. As of the 30th of April, XRP was trading at 48 cents. At the moment, all eyes are on Judge Torres. The outcome of the Ripple court case will be watched closely by the cryptocurrency community. Conclusions. So, guys, we've reached the end of this video. If you liked it, please share it with others. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell at the end of the video. This is quite beneficial. The YouTube algorithm and I. You can also help others become more aware, just as you have. Let's spread the word about this film by sharing it with as many people as possible. Guys, if you are a true cryptocurrency enthusiast, you should not miss any of our stuff. I'll see you tomorrow to discuss the most recent news that affects our entire community.